Africa's Serengeti. It's a wild place full of life. Here lives the world's most diverse, largest population of wild animals. More orderly rainy and dry seasons every year. Created the world's most spectacular animal migration. Tusked elephant unique to Africa. Live here in groups. Their ancestors once spread across the land of Africa. But now there are very few of them left. There are probably dozens of elephants found this time. Their queen is named Athena. Is a 50-year-old female chief. She is tall and strong, wise and gentle. She led her own group and lived tenaciously on this grassland. As the global climate warms, the Earth's high fever does not subside. The Serengeti Prairie also suffered the worst drought in a century. It's a life or death struggle for the animals that live here. Athena as Queen of Elephants. How did she rely on her wisdom and tenacity? Led your own group across death. What about the hope of living? Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. In this episode, let's talk about a 50-year-old king of elephants. Elephant mistress. A cloudy night. Lightning tears the night sky like a dragon's claw. Little heavy rain all night. The accumulated water on the ground gathers into a river. Elephants ushered in a new life in the rainy night. It's a season of birth. The African savannah is green and full of vitality. In a ditch filled with rain. Elephants drink and play here. Then look for food around the water source. All members of the herd are related by blood. Consists mainly of female elephants and calves. Wei Wei is a few months old baby elephant. He is like a little boy, a naughty ghost. He is always pestering other elephants to play with him. The baby elephant born last night is named Xiaomi. Now she is greedily sucking sweet milk. Xiaomi's mother's name is Mara. This is Marla's first birth in 5 years. So this young life is very precious to the whole elephant herd. Every adult elephant will take good care of the young Wei. This makes the relationship between them more intimate and stable. Wei Wei also likes this cute little sister, pestering her to play with himself all day long. Even when Xiaomi falls asleep, he doesn't stop. Because Wei Wei is too naughty. The elders sometimes gently teach him a lesson. When night falls, a full moon hangs in the sky. Adult elephants must sleep standing up, always on the lookout for predators. While Wei Wei and Xiaomi can lay peacefully among the elephants and sleep well. All kinds of frogs started the chorus. The foam frog is also very active in silkworms at this time. After the female frogs appear, the male frogs will swarm up. They lay fertilized eggs in moist foam. The fertilized eggs will safely develop into tadpoles inside. The chicks of the Egyptian goose also hatched that night. The next day the geese saw the sun for the first time. The father and mother goose want to lead the children to the watering hole. Goose nest built on a tall tree branch. The little geese ushered in the first challenge of their lives. They have to overcome their fear and take a leap in order to follow parents to the water source. But there seems to be a slow kid in every family. After the last goose successfully landed, it took me a long time to keep up with the big team. Elephant dung nourishes grasslands. Those undigested seeds all spit out the sprouts. These feces are really nutritious and delicious treasures. At least Mr. Dung Beetle thinks so. After finding the target, they scrambled to roll the dung ball. Of course, there are hard-working and down-to-earth workers. There are robbers who are impressed halfway. In order to compete for the dung ball, they will not hesitate to fight. Until the end, the winner pushes the dung ball away. Baby Pimple rolls bigger till the end. Mr. Dung Beetle will take it, bury it in the soft sand and enjoy it slowly. A few days later, the fertilized eggs of the foam frog have developed into tadpoles. They scramble to jump into the puddle and start the journey of life. The tortoise in the puddle will take the opportunity to get a high-protein supplement. The waterhole is a source of life and is home to elephants and other animals. After the elephants have finished eating, they come to drink and rest. This is Xiaomi's first time in the water. She flicked her ears and looked very excited, but still a little scared. Wei Wei hurried over to play with her in the water. This is Eden for elephants. They don't want to leave here unless they have to. But the next few weeks, the grasslands will enter the dry season. The ditches they live in will gradually dry up. So they have to migrate long distances to the next protectorate. They have to hurry up and eat as much as possible before leaving. Only in this way can we accumulate enough energy for the next journey. Baby elephants are also seriously honing their skills. In the next few days, the area of the puddle will continue to shrink. The family of Egyptian geese also swim here to enjoy the shade. I saw a bunch of big guys rushing over. In order to keep a distance for safety, they quickly moved ashore. Slowly is indeed slow. This time it came last again. And got lost. It runs and wanders alone on the grassland. It couldn't find its parents, so it stepped on its feet anxiously. Weeds are gradually turning yellow. But the hummingbird ushered in its annual feast. They will spend a few days with the Athena family. Herd of elephants walking through the grass. A frightened grasshopper will fly into the air. Humming eaters can eat without breaking a sweat. Slowly, in order to survive, he also tried to catch grasshoppers. The puddle is about to bottom out. Athena became more and more anxious. She knew she had to leave. But she is very worried about Xiaomi. Because Xiaomi's body is too weak. 160 kilometers of long-distance waiting, I don't know if she can persist. In order to make millet grow stronger, they have delayed the time to move. But the herd will be doomed if it stays here. Athena had to give the order to go. Xiaomi is very resistant and struggling. Mom walks behind her, gently nudging her forward. Mother's encouragement is so gentle. Xiaomi is gradually catching up with the big team. On the other hand, slowly also encountered good luck. It found its parents and siblings at the waterhole. It screamed excitedly and rushed to the arms of the family. Now it can finally live safely. It hasn't rained for weeks. Under the scorching sun, the weeds quickly withered and turned yellow. Overwhelming Qualia cardinals are also migrating to water sources. They are densely packed like locusts. Due to the large number. After they've swept through, the water in the pit is often drunk. This caused a lot of trouble for the herd. They can't drink enough water. You can only wrap some mud on your body to protect yourself from the sun. Xiaomi's body is very weak. Athena and Mara work together to care for her. Xiaomi is the youngest baby elephant in the whole herd. She can only survive on her mother's milk. But because of the harsh living environment, Marla is barely producing milk anymore. When reaching the next puddle, Xiaomi couldn't drink milk, so he drank water desperately. Mom didn't notice Xiaomi's plight. Worried that Xiaomi is stuck in a mud pit, Mom instinctively pulled her ashore. The next day, the temperature continued to rise. Xiaomi is tired and hungry and can't walk anymore. The last puddle on the way is also dry. At this time, Xiaomi didn't even have the strength to earn money. She was lying in the muddy ground, breathing weakly. Mom never gave up on her, trying my best to get her to stand up. But Xiaomi's young heart has stopped beating. The mother's eyes are twinkling with sadness, unwilling to leave for a long time. Athena came with her herd of elephants. Looking at the scene in front of me, the elephants uttered a painful yuan ming. No matter how hard they tried, Xiaomi didn't move at all. Athena knew that Xiaomi had left forever. But the herd can only keep going. Otherwise they can't survive. Marla stepped back and looked at her baby. In the end, I could only endure the grief and turn away. Lost millet, the whole elephant herd is depressed. Especially for Wei Wei, it is even more unacceptable. His favorite little sister just disappeared for no reason. Too late to be sad, they can only hurry. Because for the next 3 days, they won't have any water to drink. Athena's route in mind is like an elephant map. Is the path their ancestors have traveled thousands of times. Athena will also teach this skill to her successor. The weather in the Gobi Desert is harsh and tornadoes are raging. The wind is rolling, the heat is steaming. All the animals are going to the last shelter. After more than a month of trekking, they are gradually approaching the water source. It's a huge puddle of groundwater. Even in the driest times, there is enough water for them to survive. The elephant herd seems to have smelled the sweetness of the clear spring. They couldn't restrain their excitement and rushed over at a faster pace. There were other animals here earlier. Their old neighbors, the slow family, also came. But they've grown up. Flying along the elephant road. Animals scrambling to dive into puddles. Enjoy the long-lost coolness and sweetness. Like an all-time animal party. Here, too, Athena met a male leader of her equal. His name is Sa Dao, and he is the elephant king of another herd. He has a strong build, a pair of thick and long ivory majestic. He wanted to see if there were any female elephants in heat. Nusu is a young female elephant in the family of Athena. Sa Dao took a fancy to her. But she's pregnant. It was the first time Wei Wei had so much fun since Xiaomi passed away. And he got to know baby elephants from other families. When he gets tired from playing, there will always be family elders to help him get ashore. As the dry season continues, there is less and less food around water sources. Elephants have to walk a long way every night to get a little food. No matter how far they go, they must return here the next day. Because this is the only source of water. But just drinking from the well won't solve the problem. This puts them in a dilemma. As the global climate warms, the Earth's high fever does not subside. The African grasslands also suffered the worst drought in a century. The rainy season doesn't come, the elephants are stuck here. Because of lack of food, many elephants can no longer hold on. They crashed down and starved to death here. Athena as queen of elephants. In extreme conflict. Any decision she makes is related to the life and death of the entire group. She dare not lead the team to leave, because she was worried that there would be no water on the way home. But if you stay, the whole elephant herd will starve to death. There are dead animals all around the water source. They all starve to death without exception. Some elephants are so hungry, can only risk chewing on prickly tree buds. The long spikes not only puncture their mouths, even puncture their digestive tracts. Athena lived for 50 years and never encountered such a severe drought. The situation has reached the most dangerous situation. She had to make a life or death decision. To go or to stay. To live or to die. In any case, she's taking a risk. Without a single drop of rain falling, she finally decided to lead the group on the way home. It's better to die of thirst on the road than starve here. All family members trust her unreservedly, as long as she orders. No matter the ends of the earth. Everyone will follow her without hesitation. In this way, they embarked on the return journey along the elephant road. Dust blows over the desert. The smell of death is everywhere. Herd of elephants struggles through the heat-torn desert. In order to protect the baby elephant from being burned by the scorching sun, adult elephants will cling to them and block the sun for them. After walking for a long time, the elephants are exhausted. Athena finally stopped, but she didn't want to rest. Not for food. It's about remembering former family members. They found the remains of an elephant. Athena touched it gently with the tip of her nose. Family members gather around to hug their departed relatives. It's like a funeral, praying for the dead to rest in peace. The legendary elephant family, the elephant attaches great importance to love and righteousness. Really sigh. Elephants dare not stop. They travel day and night, heading towards home. After a few weeks, they survived the ordeal. Just one day away from home, the whole herd stopped. At this difficult time, they miraculously ushered in a new life. Nusu, who was nearly 2 years pregnant, finally gave birth. She gave birth to a healthy baby elephant. For the entire ethnic group, this is undoubtedly a great joy. The elephant baby sucks the sweet milk greedily. Wei Wei hurried up to play with her. After Xiaomi passed away, he finally had a little sister. Maybe this is Mother Nature's compensation for him. Elephant babies face a harsh living environment when they are born. Not far from home, the herd of elephants hastened on their way. Not far away, there is a strong wind, and the sea of clouds is rolling. A downpour is postponed. The wrinkled land is looking forward to the long-lost rain. The barren land comes back to life. Athena's family has suffered. Finally ushered in a happy time. The elephant road is like the palm print of the destiny of Mother Earth. There are overflowing sweet waters, nurturing millions of creatures on the land of Africa. The life buried underground is gradually recovering. Sunshine and rain, the grass is green. A gorgeous rainbow hangs in the sky. How can you see a rainbow if you don't experience wind and rain? Just like every smile leaves a mark on your face, every journey of the elephant herd leaves its mark on the land of Africa. After a drought, there must be heavy rain. Life after cycle. That is wild and passionate nature. Written for us. Miracle of life.